Good afternoon, everyone. It's a beautiful day in Hawaii. Let's do some yoga. Let's start by finding a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you. Rest your hands on your knees and close your eyes. You're going to take a few moments to just check in with the breath. Breathe normally and just observe. Observing the breath allows us to quiet the mind, quiet the thoughts, and just be present for a few moments. It's a great way to start your yoga practice. Now slowly opening your eyes, let's take a nice deep inhale, lifting the arms, reaching, lengthening, bringing the palms together, interlacing the fingers and turning the palms towards the ceiling. Let's continue to lengthen through the palms of the hands and lift through the pelvis, through the waist and the ribs. Take a couple of gentle breaths here. Now let's draw down gently on that left knee as we release both arms towards the right for a nice stretch. And coming back to center. And drawing down gently on the right knee, release the arms towards the left. And back to center. Let's continue to lengthen through the palms of the hands, but draw the elbows apart just a little bit until you feel the shoulder blades broaden across the back. You're creating a little bit more space in the shoulders. And continue to lengthen through the waist, through the ribs. Engaging through the navel, let's twist to the right. And coming back to center. Once again, engage through the center of the body and twist to the left. And release back to center. Release the arms. Let's cross the ankles and roll forward onto hands and knees. Let's start with the hands directly underneath the shoulders and knees directly underneath the hips. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow here, starting with an exhale. Tucking the chin, tucking the pelvis, and rounding the spine up towards the ceiling. Squeezing the navel in. Nice deep exhale. Then as you inhale, lift the forehead, lift the sit bones, draw the shoulder blades gently down the back, and scoop through the entire spine. Feel the chest open. Once more, exhale to arch. Inhale to scoop. And come back to center. Let's step the left foot forward in between the hands. Inhaling both arms up. Let's come all the way up to a gentle crescent. Let's bring the palms together, interlace the fingers, and lengthen through the arms just a little bit deeper. If that doesn't work for you, then just keep the arms straight towards the ceiling. Watch your breath. And bringing the hands back down towards the chest. Let's twist towards the left. Bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And coming back to center, both hands to the mat. Let's step the right foot forward and fold. You take a few moments here to just release through the upper body, through the hamstrings, keeping the knees gently bent to protect the hamstrings and the lower back. Let's step the left foot all the way back and bring the heel back down. Inhaling both arms back up into crescent. Once again, the head can stay straight. If the neck feels too much stress, the palms can come together if you want to go just a little bit deeper into that crescent. Remember to keep the heart open. Watch the breath. And slowly bringing the hands back to the heart. Let's twist to the right. Left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. We're kind of working to get the palms of the hands back to the heart center. They don't have to get there. It's just the general direction we're working. Creating a nice twist in the center of the body. And release the hands back to center. Bringing both hands to the mat. Let's tuck the left toes under as we bring the right foot back. Let's start in plank here. Just a nice strong body. Then taking a nice deep inhale, lifting all the way up and back into your down dog. Let's push the palms of the hands into the mat. If your hamstrings are tight, know to come up onto the toes, bend the knees, and then lift the sit bones up. Just allow the heels to release down wherever they're comfortable. Feel the spine lengthen. One more breath here. And let's step that left foot forward in between the hands. Let's ground the right heel, inhaling both arms back up. Let's come all the way up into warrior one. Lengthen through the right leg, creating a nice strong leg, nice and stable in the right foot. Reach through the fingertips, get the waist as long as you can, lifting the ribs, and breathe. We're just going to hang around for a few moments in this posture. It's a great posture this time of the year to help you to feel a little bit more stable, especially if you have a lot of movement going on with the holidays or whatever's going on in your life. We're going to take the palms back down to the heart center. And once again, we're going to twist to the left, bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. It makes it a little bit more challenging here because we're up on the back foot. Do what works for you. If you need to come back down onto the right knee, you can go ahead and do that. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper into this, you can bring that right hand down to the mat, left arm up towards the ceiling, and then the left arm up and over the ear. And releasing the hand to the mat, let's step the left foot back and push back into our down dog. And the right foot comes all the way forward in between the hands. And ground the left heel. Inhaling, both arms up. Nice and strong in your warrior one. Nice and active in the back leg. Check in with the front knee. Make sure it's tracking towards the center of the foot, the center of the toes. Nice and long in the waist. And let's bring those hands to the heart center and twist to the right. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Sometimes it's easier to come up on the back toes here, so you're not working against the hip. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, left hand comes down to the mat, right hand up towards the ceiling, and then up and over the ear. And right hand back down, then the left. Let's step the right foot back and push back to down dog. Let's take a couple more breaths here and just lengthen. Let's come forward over the hands, lower down with control. Untuck the toes, tuck the elbows in towards your body. We're going to take a nice deep inhale and slowly lift the cobra. Take the cobra where it works for you. It could be all the way down here, or it can be all the way up to where the elbows are just slightly bent. Heart is open. And slowly release back down. Let's tuck the toes under and come all the way back up and back into down dog. Now get nice and strong and stable in your down dog here. We're going to take that right hand over to the outside of the left ankle. If your hand doesn't reach the ankle, it can come to the outside of the knee or even the thigh. I have a great view here. I hope you're enjoying yours too. And the right hand comes back, and the left hand comes to the outside of the right ankle. And release the left hand back down. Let's bring both knees down to the mat. Spread the knees a little bit. We're going to push all the way back into child's pose. Release the sit bones towards the heels. Release the forehead towards the mat. Let's give a nice stretch for the arms and the shoulders. And slowly come back up. Let's bring the knees together, sitting back on the heels. Just take a few moments to adjust. Give a gentle stretch to the top of the feet. Now we're going to come towards the front of your mat. Coming back into Vajrasana. Then spreading the heels, releasing the sit bones down in between the feet. You can take the front of the knees and kind of adjust them by drawing the skin upwards, getting rid of any tension. If this is too much tension on the knees, you're feeling a lot of pressure in the knees, either go back to the first position, sitting on the heels, or just come out of the posture altogether. And you can also sit on a block or a blanket. If this is working for you, we're going to grab a hold of the feet and come down onto the elbows. Now you can come back into this posture from wherever you were. Sitting on a block, sitting on a blanket works also. You don't have to come down to the elbows. You can just reach the arms behind you and lean back. You're going to open through the heart. Come down a little bit further. Arms up overhead. Gentle breaths here. If you feel major discomfort, come out of the posture or modify the posture. And reaching the arms back towards the feet. Come back up onto the elbows. Taking a few breaths here. And coming back up onto the hands. Let's lift to bring the heels back together. Bring the knees back together. Sit back on the heels. Then shifting the hips to the side, bring the legs out to the front. You may want to stretch them out, shake them out a little bit, if that was a real deep stretch for you. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, bringing the arms up. And with an exhale, gently fold forward. Just release any tension out of the lower back or the hamstrings. And slowly inhale back up. Let's take that right foot to the inner left thigh. I'm just going to work on those hamstrings for a little while here. Pushing both hands down into the left thigh, we're going to lengthen up through the crown of the head. Get the spine really long. Then as you exhale, we're going to release the hands down just to the ankle for now. If you can't reach the ankle, that's okay, wherever you can. And then slowly fold forward over the left leg. Use the breath to soften any muscles you're feeling tension or tightness in. If the hamstrings are feeling really tight, just keep this fold nice and soft. Pay attention. Listen to your body. And very slowly coming back up. Let's change sides. Left foot to the inner right thigh. Placing both hands on top of the right thigh, pushing down to lengthen up through the crown of the head. Get nice and long in the spine. As you exhale, release the hands down towards the ankle, just as far as they'll go comfortably. And then using the breath, slowly release forward. Continue to use the breath to soften any muscles that are feeling tight. Remember to pay attention to how your body is feeling. If you're feeling pinching or burning in the lower back, please back off. A lot of times that comes right before tearing of the hamstrings, and we don't want to tear anything. And slowly inhaling back up. Both legs out in front. Adjust the sit bones so the pelvis is sitting up nice and straight. Pushing both hands into the thighs. We're going to inhale both arms up this time and get the spine as long as we possibly can. And as you exhale, soften the elbows just a little bit. We're going to bring the belly down towards the thighs, the chest towards the knees, and the chin towards the shins. That's the direction that we're going. So you're folding like a clamshell. No arching the spine or tucking the chin. You want to keep the chin up and the chest open. Use the breath to soften the muscles, soften any tension, and just release the body using the breath. Let me show you a side view. This is what I don't want you to do, okay? I don't want you to round the shoulders and tuck the chin. I want you to fold from right here in the hips, coming all the way forward, keeping the chin up, keeping the chest open. You don't have to pull yourself. Use the breath to soften, to release, to let go. Okay, let's come back up. Let's bend the knees. We're going to come down onto our mats now. Come down onto your backs. Draw your knees into the chest for a nice gentle squeeze. Let's flex the toes. Let's bring the knees underneath the underarms and come into happy baby pose. It's a wonderful pose if you have tightness in the lower back or in the hips. You can also rock gently side to side if that feels good for you. Now, bringing the bottom of the feet together, you're going to release the knees out towards the side, bring the arms up overhead, release the elbows out towards the sides. We're coming into reclining bound angle pose. Try to soften and release through the hips, through the lower back and the groin, through the pelvis and the belly. Let all those muscles gently relax. Then moving on up your body. Same thing with the chest and the shoulders, the upper back. Let all those muscles relax. These are two of the major areas that we hold tension and stress in. When we learn to be aware of what the muscles are doing in these areas, we can prevent a lot of problems from holding tension in the muscles. So soften, relax, release. Draw the breath into those places. Any place you're feeling tightness or tension. Any place you're feeling restrictions, where it's a little harder to relax. Use the breath. As you exhale, release and let go. Let's slowly draw the knees together and draw them in towards the chest, wrapping the arms around them and giving them a nice deep squeeze. Let's flex the toes, create a little bit more length in the back of the legs. And keeping the knees tucked in nice and tight. You take the right hand and bring both knees over to the right. Then take both arms out to the sides, palms down towards the floor. Just slowly lengthen those legs out if you can. If that's too intense for you, just keep the knees tucked in and roll to the side. If it's possible to keep the feet above the floor and turn the head to the left, create a little deeper twist. Sometimes you'll notice some popping in the spine here as the spine realigns itself. If there's no pain, then it's probably okay. If you feel pain or a lot of discomfort, come out of the pose. Continue to watch the breath, focus on the breath. Your breath is a wonderful gauge as to where your body and your mind is. If we can get the breath to be soft and full and relaxed, usually the mind and the body are there also. But slowly bend the knees, draw them back in towards the chest. Let's bring both knees over to the left. Extend the legs if it works for you. Turning the head towards the right and working the right shoulder down. Continue to listen to the breath. Drawing the knees back into center. Let's cross the ankles, reach around the knees to the feet, and roll yourselves back up. Now would be a good time if you need to put on extra clothing for your Shavasana. I'm going to open the windows here because it's beautiful out, but not only because it's beautiful out, because the birds are out there singing. And I'm hoping to bring that into your Shavasana today. Let's start by first bringing the left foot in towards the groin, the right foot directly in front. If your hips are a little tight, you're just going to be crossing the ankles, and that's fine too. Fingertips to the mat in front of you. Take a nice deep inhale to lengthen through the spine. Walk the hands forward just as far as you feel a good stretch. You want to make sure the sit bones are still on the mat so they're not lifting up and off of the mat. Only come as far as you can continue to ground through the sit bones and lengthen through the spine. Then slowly bring yourself forward for a good stretch. And coming back to center, let's switch sides. Again, inhale, lengthen, reach, continue to ground through the sit bones, release forward. hands slowly coming back up. Releasing yourself back down onto your mat. Arms out to the sides. Pushing the elbows into the mat, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Opening the chest, releasing the body. Just observe the breath. Notice how it flows in and out of your body. Notice the sensation of coolness on the inside of the nose as you inhale. And the warmth of the breath as you exhale. Once more, drawing your awareness back into your body. Let's take a nice deep inhale. Reach the arms up overhead. Reach through the fingertips, point the toes, reach through the toes. Let's draw the knees in towards the chest, wrap the arms around them, and give them a nice deep squeeze. Any tension or tightness remaining in the lower back or the hips, try to release it out now. And rolling onto your right side, taking a couple of moments here Slowly bringing yourself back up. Once again, rest your hands on your knees, close your eyes. Gently lifting the corners of your mouth. Smiling to yourself and to the entire universe. Drawing your hands to your heart. And namaste. And thank you everybody for joining me today. Aloha.